Hey up folks, it's YouTube's best kept secret, your chiller gorilla, Mr. B, and I'm here to present to you my review of the brand spanking new title, Crash Team Racing. Believe it or not, this game has been a hotly anticipated product in the B household. Why? Because Mrs. B loves Mario Kart, and I, being the loving husband, persuaded to buy a PS4 because, let's face it, the Switch is a one-trick pony and the PS4 has much more to offer. The games, as good as they are, however, have not scratched the Mario Kart itch for Mrs. B, so when CTR was announced, it went straight into the calendar. That being said, these types of rehashed bastardizations of once popular IPs tend to get right under my skin, as I know they're created for one reason and one reason only, and that's to play on my generation's nostalgia just to turn a profit. But as soon as Mrs. B's back was turned, I whipped that sucker straight out of a PS4, loaded in my inner child, just so we could do this review. So without any further ado and all the bullshit to one side, let's bandicoot this review. If you're a lover of Mario Kart, you'll see all the same hallmarks. Your cartoon character races in his or her cartoon car, picking up defensive or offensive weapons as you try and fight your way to pole position. CTR, however, does its best to give you a reason to play through its campaign, as it introduces a story mode. The premise is quite a simple one. An alien comes down to challenge Bandicoot and his friends to a series of races, with the world as a prize to the victor. Upon starting the game, you load into an area that allows you to drive to your missions, which is a pleasant upgrade to the normal pick a race UI. Once you load into your race, everything starts to feel oh so familiar. You get the traffic light ready steady go system where you need to time your acceleration on the green light for that extra boost. You power slide round the corners, timing the slide just right for an extra boost, and you time the jumps just right for, you guessed it, an extra boost. Then there's the mystery crates which give you an offensive or defensive weapon to use against your opponents. Does the fact that this is a blatant copy of Mario Kart using the Crash Bandicoot universe make this game bad? No. The thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and this is a proven arcade racing formula that has been a winner ever since 1992. What can make or break this formula, however, is the AI drivers you race against. If the AI is too easy, then the races become repetitive and boring. Too hard, and the challenge doesn't seem worth its reward. In CTR, however, they get the mix just right. The AI opponents pull no punches whatsoever and manage to make every win feel like you've earned it. The in-game racing mechanics are not as straightforward as it seems. You don't just slide round the corner to get a boost. You have to initiate the power slide and wait for the visual cue to press a button to then get your boost. All these mechanics have the ability to pinch a victory from the jaws of defeat, which is really important as you have to win the races. There's no prize for second best. This means mastering the mechanics and, more importantly, learning the tracks is very important, which adds some longevity to the game. Speaking of longevity, there's also a ton of unlockables to earn, everything from about 16 or so characters, a ton of skins, carts, wheels, paint jobs and so on, meaning that this game will really appeal to the completionists who have a fondness for arcade racing games. But what about graphics? As far as graphics go, which can be hit and miss in this genre, I'm pleased to say that the art styling is very pleasing to the eye. With vibrant colours, comedic and challenging track designs, CTR does an excellent job of making the game feel fresh, which was one of its biggest challenges, especially for this genre. Having said that, it's not all sunshine under Rainbow Road. Comment below if you got that reference. There are problems with this game which can't be solved without developer intervention. One of the main problems, which is a bit of a catch-22, is the repeating soundtrack. At first, the unmistakably Crash Bandicoot soundtrack is fun to listen to, but after 10 minutes, the sound gets on your nerves. And that's when the problem comes, because when you go to turn the music off, CTR loses some of its magic and makes the game feel flat. It's a catch-22. Leave the music on and create a psychological tick, or turn it off and lose part of what makes the game feel fun. There is a definite need for more musical tracks to be added to this game, and soon, because it's the only thing which shortens the lifespan of this game, because you can't carry on listening to that same track going over and over and over again. The other problems all tend to hover around the PvP modes. The matchmaking times are so long that they make Anthem's loading screen times seem snappy and unnoticeable. On top of that, the in-game lag on every match I've loaded up was immensely bad. I'm no game designer, but I can only assume that there's a lack of servers or really bad netcoding. Either way, the PvP mode is pretty much redundant at this stage, without some serious improvements from the developers. All in all, as single-player games go, CTR passes the time very well and has enough unlockables and race mechanics to provide plenty of entertainment. Having said that, if your plan is to buy this game to become the world's best by crushing your online opponents, I'd wait to see if the game receives any patches to fix the evident issues. As it stands, you can pick this game up for about £35, which, considering the cost of most new titles, it makes this game worth its money, especially to those who love Mario Kart but don't have access to it. Is it the best game I've ever played? No, but it's not the worst either. This is one of those middle-of-the-road games that are designed to be fun for a few hours at a time. There's plenty to do, don't get me wrong, but because of that soundtrack you can't play more than a couple of hours at a time. So there you go, that's my review of CTR Crash Team Racing. Are you a lover of arcade racing games? Which is your favourite? Mine is the original Mario Kart in 1992. What's your favourite? Get in the comments below and let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to help out my channel, hit the thumbs up. What a dick, Mr. B. Click the thumbs up button and press that subscribe. That's all from me, Mr. B. As always, are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ta-ta for now.